We're Marissa, Nathan, Hensley, and JJ. After living in our RV for 6 years, we're taking a 10-week adventure detour to visit our 50th state of Hawaii. Life is a journey. Let go and get going.
Last week we shared our biggest hiking
Don't
fail.
go in the rain. Don't do it.
And reflected on Pearl Harbor's impact on our family. This week, after staying a month in Oahu, we're leaving our Airbnb, flying to Maui, and living my dream. Living in a Class B van with our family of 4 while we explore Maui. What could go wrong?
That's our van.
They look shorter than 20 feet, don't they though?
This is home in Maui for the week. Nathan's always wanted van life, and what better way to give it a try than in Maui, right? I'm pumped. We get to RV Hawaii.
All right. This is gonna be crazy, babe.
This is maybe a little bit smaller than anything we've ever done, but the cool thing about this is how nimble we're gonna be and be able to explore the whole island without having to like be driving back and forth all the time. We get to take our home with us, which is the coolest part of RVing.
I know one of the big questions we got was why didn't we bring our fifth wheel to Hawaii? Well, you just can't. And even if you could, it would be like a nightmare with all it'd be a nightmare with all the small side roads. It costs us, logistically you just can't. You don't see anything like that over here. The biggest thing you see, honestly, is probably this.
We got the biggest thing.
We've got the biggest thing on the island over here, pretty much. You will see some like these over here, these vans. I'm betting those are also for somebody that's probably renting camper vans. And so for us, we're super pumped. This is a 2016 Winnebago Travato. It's like a 59, I think it's a G. I'll put it on the screen. Yeah. Aloha! So if you want to RV Hawaii and you want to get a massive one like this, pretty much you're renting it out. There are different ways to rent RVs, but by far when we went to Outdoorsy and looked at everything they had available, there was way more available through them. And that's what you get from a larger company that's renting these out. They're not directly renting these out. It's almost like an Airbnb for renting RVs. Yes.
Vehicles, because you could do more than RVs. You can even get like Jeeps, you can get trucks that have the campers on top, Forerunners. Like, it's not even just RVs, it's almost like an Airbnb for just vehicle camping as well.
So we rented this silver Travato van, and then down to Detour over here, we've been doing Hawaii with them. They're over here with the dark gray one, I guess. We've had a motorhome before. It's already exciting to be back to sort of the motorhome feel. Just to be able to move around the RV already seems pretty awesome. You know, if you want to go from the front to the back to JJ here to Hensley. What are you doing back here? Is this your little fort cubby hole thing, or? Hey, do you want me to show you something cool? Come here. Look at this.
How do you open that?
You can pee on the potty while you take a shower in here and wash your hands at the same time. Yeah, this is a an all-in-one experience back here. So the way it works, to get the van, the person we're renting the van from through Outdoorsy actually met us here at the airport with the van.
Aloha!
Let me get this open for you guys.
So that was pretty convenient. We did the walkthrough of the van, how to use everything.
So see the little needle went into the green? So you're lit on propane. I've got 2 extra pillows here. Water hose. This is your hot water in your furnace.
We went over insurance, we went over liabilities, we went on where you can and can't go with the van, because there's some four-wheeling off-roading stuff Marissa totally planned on doing that we're now just we didn't, but they tell us the ins and outs of what you can and can't do with the van. You know, we did a walk around with the rental company, look at the scratches, the dents, and that way we're on the same page with it before, they gave it to us for the week.
It's really bad right here. Yeah. And they backed in there and hit the ladder, and the ladder pushed this in. And this is the dent where the ladder, where that door swings open. Right here.
Through Outdoorsy, you get the roadside assistance, you get the Outdoorsy support, you get it ultimately it's sort of like Airbnb. You've got a middleman between you and the
rental company.
The rental company, I guess, not landlord, but sort of like a landlord. But you've got this middleman between that to protect you and to protect them.
I'm super pumped because how I convinced Nathan to come to Maui was I told him, what if we rent an RV? And then he changed his tune. He was like, oh, well, we'll do Maui later. And I'm like, but what if we RV Maui? And then here we are, bought a plane ticket, got us a van. So I'm excited because a lot of Maui is the driving experience. You've got Road to Hana, you've got all these awesome things. It's the second largest of the island, so having a vehicle that is also our home is, I mean, a really cool and budget-friendly idea.
I've shared this openly. Like, my dream is for us to live in a Class B van. So I get it with the kids, it's gonna be hard, but one day, Marissa,
We're trying it out.
This is either gonna be a terrible idea that's gonna backfire and it's never gonna happen, or I'm you know, who knows.
We're living in a van as a family of 4 for a week.
Adventure number 1, how do we get all of our luggage into here?
So we got 2.5 months of luggage that we got to fit in this van, and 21 feet with a family of 4.
Here you go, babe. Could be a lot of dancing going on here, I think.
Yeah, we're gonna get our groove on in here for sure.
This is like the only thing we kept from the other place that we bought. JJ fell in love with it.
It's went all over Oahu, and now it's gonna go all over Maui. I'm sure to make it to the Big Island as well. This is his favorite Goodwill toy right now.
Oh, I just hit my shin.
Nathan gives me a hard time, but my bag zipped today. That's a win.
It barely zipped.
JJ, this is why our new rig has a washer and dryer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're off. How's it feel?
It's long. Not as long as our motorhome was, but it's been a long time since I've driven the motorhome. This feels good.
You like it?
I like it.
You're gonna want a van now, aren't you?
So we looked into doing another Airbnb and that kind of thing too, but the thing about it is, you've still got to pay for a vehicle on top of the Airbnb. And I don't know, once you pay for the vehicle and the Airbnb, it might be close to the same price as the RV, but like, I think the tiebreaker for us, if it's even close, is like the experience you get with the RV that we're hoping this is the way it'll work out. We'll share it with you guys.
Anytime you can take your home with you everywhere you go, that's convenient. I can't believe we're about to RV in Hawaii. We're RVing in our 50th state.
We don't count a state until we spend the night in an RV. Technically, we haven't spent the night in an RV yet here, so.
So tonight will
Doesn't
be our
count
50th
until-
state,
yes.
right?
Doesn't count
So
until tonight.
much fun. Well, if they don't got
Well,
it,
we
we
know,
don't
yeah.
got it, so we'll let them be.
If they scrape, we're gonna go to. Hate to scrape this coming out of the parking lot.
Gonna take you for a ride in my brand new car. Gonna take you for a ride in my brand new car.
Yeah, here we go.
One of my other favorite parts of living in an RV is going grocery shopping and taking it straight from the store into the RV.
Do you see the fridge?
I know.
You see the size of the fridge?
I don't have my residential.
That is not a 20 cubic residential fridge. I don't know what that is, a 6 maybe or an 8? But yeah, it is not our normal size. So let's so keep that in mind. Oh my goodness.
I mean, the residential fridge in our solitude has definitely spoiled me rotten. I think this is like even smaller than our Airstream days.
It is.
So
Yeah, so I think that's a 6 or Airstream, 8, I think. Freezer space. So take a good look. There you go. There's your freezer space.
Okay.
So, a couple of corn dogs, maybe a banana. This shouldn't take long.
I got this. I need a mask.
See ya.
This will fit, right?
Oh my goodness.
Well, of course I had to get
A week's worth.
tacos, right, Hens? Tortilla chips.
I'm curious where all that's gonna go.
You're gonna
Right?
sleep
To make
with
it
it
all the way to
tonight.
the
Yeah, that's right.
island.
I'm a bag of nachos for
You're
my
gonna
legs.
sleep
I don't
with.
even know where that's gonna go. This is not sanitary. Just don't know what else to do with it. There it is. This is already taken up.
That's good.
All these are taken up. I moved some stuff around. I got one of these empty. This doesn't feel like it's for bread, but there we go. Oh, come on.
What's it called again? Outdoorsy. Outdoors. Yeah, it's kind of like Airbnb for vehicles.
Be honest, what did that lady just ask us about?
She thought our van was super cool. Asked if we were living out of it.
She asked if we were caterers. We had
Well,
so
she
much
asked if we were caterers at first, yes.
She saw all our food going into the van and asked if we were caterers.
We kind of are.
Marissa. This is just, it's everywhere. I can't find where a loaf of bread goes. Is it taboo to put a loaf of bread in the...
Yeah, don't put it in the bag.
There we go. That works. Should I close the door if anybody asks if we're still open for catering business? Or...
If I can buy a taco. That's not a bad idea.
Yummy.
Yummy. Hey, pantry space.
Microwave? Yep.
This way? Nope. There you go.
I have practiced my whole life for a moment like this. I've got it. I lived in an Airstream for 3 years. I can do this. The fridge is actually great. It's my pantry space that I feel like I'm camping again. Like, I love it. Like, I'm super energized about this right now. It feels like when we started full-time RVing and how, like, giddy you are. I'm getting that giddiness all over again because it's such a new and exciting adventure for us. I'm loving it.
So one of the weirdest things about this experience so far, other than the fact that Riz is in the back making dinner, which is what, sandwiches?
Sandwiches.
Yummy. It's like our old motorhome days. But like, it's that I know I'm driving an RV, I've got our home with us, and so instinctively I'm being super paranoid about the turns I'm making and the route I'm taking and like where, oh man, I'm going through town. Like, I keep forgetting I'm in a Class B van. Like, I could just, I'm not gonna say I can go anywhere because I can't, but I can go a lot of where. A lot, you like that? A lot of where?
Your hair pretty much describes the night, JJ. That's about how it went. Did you know that roosters crow all night long? I do now.
It's not just when the sun comes up, is it?
No. Hey, there he goes. There's his.
This has got to be the highest per capita
Yeah,
rooster
because they
population
hit
in
me
the
up all
world.
night.
Yeah, last night was a bit of a mess. We got settled in a bit late. Like I'm still wearing what I wore yesterday. I'm like in my underwear. I couldn't get to my clothes because they were already laying down back there and my clothes were so anyways, we're just making it work. Check out this view. These mountains are something else, man. Check out these U-Hauls people are camping in too. It's the craziest combination of vehicles at a campground I've ever seen. You got U-Hauls and just regular cars and Jeeps with tents on top.
I think that's called you'll do whatever you can to RV and camp in Hawaii.
People just want to get here. I don't know if you can see my eyes. I did not get a lot of sleep. That one, he's the worst because he's kind of hoarse or something. He can't do a full on. He just kind of like squawks. What's the plan here, bud? Oh, okay, there you go. You gotta put some pants on, huh?
Alright.
Is that the squawker?
I know we talk about RVing has its sacrifices, but it's so worth it. I definitely had one of those moments last night. I haven't shared a bed with JJ since he was 6 months old, so JJ and I shared this bed together last night. Even though he like woke me up with a slap in the face and kick in the back, it was actually like really beautiful. Because after he kicked me and slapped me in the face, I woke up and looked up and just saw these magical stars above us. It was just so vivid and beautiful, and I just laid here staring at the stars, cuddling with him. Honestly, a memory that I'll cherish forever, just like holding him underneath the stars here in Hawaii.
So this is Camp Alawalu, and yeah, other than the roosters and the wide variety of campers here, this is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous place. The ocean, I think it's a little bit of a walk, but I think we can walk over there. The ocean's right there. And then the mountains are right there. Seems to be the common theme in Hawaii. The ocean's right there, the mountains are right there, and it's just absolutely awesome. Now in Hawaii, there are no full hookups anywhere, and there are very few places to dump anywhere. It's just not set up for any sort of a motorhome, trailer, fifth wheel. No fifth wheels. I mean, I haven't seen any trailers either. I mean, you got a few like this, but that's about it. So it's a totally different vibe than the mainland, which is why if you're gonna RV Hawaii, you're coming in, unless you ship your own thing in, but you're renting a camper van for the most part. This is our site here, site number 12. They basically have a huge slew of tent sites, and then they have like the car parking sites, is what they call this area. Back to the old French press.
Yeah, giving it a go.
We have to old school here and use a lot of propane and weight, I guess. Now, finding somewhere to camp has been complicated for multiple reasons. Number one, we actually rented these camper vans after reading there's all kinds of places to camp in the national park and the state parks. Well, then we found out that all that was closed and it wasn't even open after we'd already rented the vans. So then we started scrambling around. We found some hip camps. We found this private park here that we're staying right now, Camp Alawalu. But still, it's a pretty big island, and it was a bummer to have all that closed. And you saw a few episodes ago where... What's up, bud? A few episodes ago where we even had struggles trying to reserve the national park, which we finally did get into for the island.
On June 2nd at 4 a.m. availability will be released. When did they change it? It said June 1st.
So we got to get up at 4 a.m.
Yep.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, I will be up.
So we do have that one. But anyways, you're just kind of scrambling around. But it's also complicated because you talk to different people. Some say, oh, you can just pull off on the side of the road anywhere. There are people camping all over the place. But then you talk to some other people who are like, well, that's really the locals. Those are people who fish. You're taking their spots. You're getting in their way. You're making it harder for them. And so we're going to err on the side of caution. To us, we definitely want to respect the locals because it's a different culture here. Yes, Hawaii is a state of the United States, but it has a way different background than most all the other states.
This campground is beautiful. You've got a few designated spots, and then you have some first come, first serve spots. It's pretty rustic. You've got a ton of running around chickens here, and I'm going to show you my favorite part. Besides the mountains, second favorite part. These showers are incredible. I wasn't even expecting getting to have a shower. So I show up and they have these outdoor showers that get really hot. And it smells like cedar in here. I was excited about this shower. You got a place to wash your dishes, fill up with water. And look at these mountains. A ton of showers here. We have definitely loved Camp Alawalu. Super cool.
So yeah, there are definitely going to be some growing pains as far as... Where are your clothes?
Where's the yummy bear?
Where's the yummy bear?
That's a yummy bear?
That's a yummy bear? Looks like a chocolate rabbit. So there's definitely going to be some growing pains with us figuring out a family of 4 in this. But I think we're already loving the feel of the motorhome here in Maui. And I think
This is a learning experience for us as well. It's our first time renting an RV through Outdoorsy. I think if you want to dip your toes in the waters of RV living, renting from Outdoorsy is a great way to do it. So we talk about this being new and exciting. We have created a custom playlist of all of our new and exciting launches with different RVs we've had. We launched in a 39-foot Class A motorhome.
It's still so weird driving your house down the road. It's so funny, she says.
It is kind of funny. We launched in our 30-foot Airstream. We launched in our 40-foot Open Range.
Learning something new is just exhausting.
Like I'm just seeing this massive thing behind us in our screen right now, and I'm like, oh my goodness, what have we done? And we launched in our 40-foot Grand Design Solitude.
First time doing retract all, it's scaring me. It's going all the way down right here. It's scary.
Our RVing in Hawaii adventure has just begun. Until next time, catch you guys later. Hey, can you say catch you guys later? Catch you guys later. That's great. Catch you guys later.